The State Weather Bureau lifts tropical cyclone wind signal number 3 as Typhoon Marce moves further away from the Ilocos region. Based on Pag-asa's 11 a.m. bulletin on Friday, November 8, signal number 2 remains over some Northern Luzon areas, namely the northwestern portion of mainland Cagayan, the western portion of Apayao, Abra, Ilocos Norte, and the northern portion of Ilocos Sur. Areas under signal number 2 may expect minor to moderate threat to life and property due to gale force winds. Meanwhile, 14 other areas in Northern Luzon are under signal number 1 where strong winds can bring minimal to minor impacts. According to the State Weather Bureau, Marce's trough will continue to bring scattered rains and thunderstorms over Ilocos Norte and Ilocos Sur until Saturday, November 9. Pag-asa last spotted Marce 165 kilometers west of Luwag City, Ilocos Norte as of 10 a.m. on Friday, moving west-southwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. It packs maximum sustained winds of 140 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 170 kilometers per hour. Pag-asa expects Marce to continue to weaken but remain a typhoon as it passes through the Philippine Area of Responsibility. Marce may exit the Philippine Area of Responsibility on Friday afternoon or evening. Typhoon Marce lashes Northern Luzon on Thursday, November 7, bringing intense rainfall and fierce winds that cause extensive property damage, flooded low-lying areas, and forced residents to evacuate. Data from the Cagayan Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office show Marce forced at least 4,900 families or at least 17,000 people to seek refuge in evacuation centers or with relatives and neighbors across Cagayan Province. Of the evacuees, around 4,300 families or 16,000 people are temporarily staying in evacuation centers. According to Cagayan PDRRMO Chief Ruel Rapsing, the evacuated families came from 21 towns, most of which implemented preemptive evacuations to ensure the safety of residents. Pag-asa earlier warned of potentially life-threatening conditions caused by Marce as it made landfall over Santa Ana, Cagayan on Thursday. The typhoon uprooted trees, submerged bridges, and flooded roads across the province of Cagayan. Videos and photos shared by the Philippine Coast Guard District Northeastern Luzon show the Santa Ana substation damaged by strong winds. According to Pag-asa, Marce carried maximum sustained winds of 175 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 240 kilometers per hour when it made landfall within the vicinity of Santa Ana, Cagayan on Thursday afternoon. Dismissed Police Colonel Eduardo Acierto is accusing former President Rodrigo Duterte of ordering his arrest for knowing about former Presidential Economic Advisor Michael Yang and Alan Lim's alleged involvement in the illegal drug trade. During the November 7 House Squad Committee hearing on Duterte's drug war, Manila Representative Ernesto Junicio Jr. asks Acierto who he thought was the person behind the death of his comrades. Acierto believes it was former President Duterte.
Wala pong iba kundi yung dating Pangulong Duterte. Dahil gusto nila kaming patahimikin dahil sa na-discover namin na involvement ni Michael Yang saka ni Alan Lim. Actually, kinasawan po nila ako eh. Meron po akong warrant of arrest kaya nagtatago ako at meron po nakapatong sa akin na 10 o 15 million para po mapatay nila ako.
Later during the hearing, Surigao del Sur 2nd District Representative Johnny Pimentel asks Acierto why the bounty was placed on him.
Bakit naisipan mong nasabi mong meron kang patong sa ulo mo na 50 million pesos?
During po nung hearing sa Blue Ribbon, lumabas na po yung informasyon na yan na meron na pong patong yung ulo namin. Kami po ni Director Pardo. At talo na nung lumabas yung matrix laban sa amin, na ako yung nasa taas.
Asked about who he thinks placed the bounty on his head, Acierto believes it was Duterte and Senator Bongo, Duterte's former aide. Duterte could not respond to Acierto's allegations during Thursday's Squadcom hearing as he again snubbed its summons to appear as a resource person in its investigation of the thousands of alleged extrajudicial killings in his drug war. There was no reaction from Go. Acierto was Deputy Director of the Drug Enforcement Unit of the Philippine National Police when he submitted his report in 2017 to then PNP Chief, now Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, identifying Yang and Lim as main players in the illegal drug trade in the country. Acierto has been in hiding since he was dismissed from the service in 2018.